Being around the most creative people in the industry is where we wanted to be.
But what we love most of all is taking everything that we've learned over the last 14 years, whether it's fashion or photography or all of our wedding and event experience, and bringing it to you each and every week. Hello and welcome to Notes from the Lightbox. I'm Stephanie Boye, and today we are coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina, America's #1 destination wedding city. And I'm so excited to interview Hannah Grogan from Southern Protocol about Charleston. So welcome today.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Sure. So I know, being down here, that I love Charleston. It's such a fun city. There's so much to see and do. But why do you think that Charleston is the #1 wedding destination city in America?
I think Charleston has become the #1 destination for cities. A lot to do with all of our different venue options that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either come and be in the William Macon House, which we're sitting in right now, which is a beautiful historic home in the middle of the heart of downtown Charleston. You can walk anywhere from here pretty much, and that kind of gives you the real Charleston feel. Or you can go out to Lowndes Grove and be on the Ashley River, get this beautiful plantation, white plantation home just right there on the water. It's breathtaking. Or we can go all the way out to the beaches. We have Kiowa, which has the sanctuary and the ocean course, which you can get married on their amazing golf course with the ocean in the background. There's a bunch of other different venues around town to choose from as well. I'm probably missing so many. But we're also known as the Holy City. So we have tons of churches that you can choose from to be able to hold your ceremony in. So we have a little bit for everybody, and I think that gives each bride and groom be able to find their exact venue and place that they want to make their special day.
Yeah, there are so many different options, and you know, it's not even just the #1 destination city. It's also, I think, U.S. News and World Report, it's the #1 city to live in. So
yes,
there is really so much in Charleston. I mean, from food to historic, landmarks and things like that. So it's a great city for guests to come.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's not just the bride and groom because it's all this, but there's places for your guests to be entertained for a week or more if they wanted.
Yes, we have amazing tourists who come all the time. There's the cruise, there's activities going on the time between Spoleto, Food and Wine, Bridge Run, Fashion Week. There's always something going on and always something for your guests to be able to be a part of. We have amazing weather. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day outside today.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. How many months of the year do you think are good for weddings?
So our wedding season would go between March and June, and then we skip July and August, which are the extremely hot months. And then on the flip side, go from September to November. We do have weddings that go throughout because there are discounted rates that come with not being in top peak wedding season. But
and I want to point out that that's actually really good for all of you who are thinking about here, because to the rest of us, their bad season that she's saying is like their down season is actually really beautiful weather. I talk to my friend here all the time, and she's always telling me how beautiful it is, and the weather and the wind and all that stuff. And I'm like, see, I mean, we would love to be here, anybody from anywhere but Charleston. Well, when I walk around Charleston, I am in awe of the beauty here. I love graveyards personally, but I mean, I love the graveyards, I love the palm trees, I love these huge beautiful gardens and the antebellum mansions. What would you say are sort of iconic Charleston sort of places that brides and grooms would want to consider for their pictures that they do on the day of the wedding?
So just to correct you real fast, it's a palmetto tree.
Oh,
I know. Everybody thinks that they're palm trees, but they definitely are palmetto. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm not really sure, but they are palmetto trees, and that is definitely one of them. And then from the palmetto trees and oak trees and stuff like that, there's Spanish moss everywhere, plantations, anywhere downtown between all of our cubed cobblestone roads. We have the American Theater that you can get your name put on the marquee and stand out front of that. Anywhere on any of the beaches, it gives you a beautiful backdrop. There's a bunch of different cool historic sites that you can go and get, like the beautiful brick walls behind you. We just kind of have a lot of color here, and we have a lot of color. A lot of color.
A lot of houses with color, which make for great backdrops. Yeah.
Yes, we have all of our Charleston style houses, which have our porches on the side, which can also be beautiful.
And I can tell you from not being from Charleston, the things that I love when I come here that I see, which we don't have really anywhere else. I love the wrought iron on the houses. I love the gas lamps that I see in a lot of different places. I love the cobblestones and the battery to me, I love, because I know that there's a history, and I'm going to let you tell me about that, but it reminds me of, if anybody's watched Gone with the Wind, which maybe you haven't, but it reminds me of when, like, Georgia, like, Atlanta's burning. Like, that is, to get a picture in your mind, that's what it looks like to me. It's so perfectly Southern. And I think one of the funnest things about shooting a wedding in a different city, or choosing to have your wedding in a different city, is really absorbing some of the local flavor and flair. So what would you say that would be the consummate or quintessential Charlestonian sort of wedding?
So a lot of ways that we bring in our local flair here is in the food that is served at each wedding. We have great cuisine here, and Low Country has their own version of pretty much every dish that you can think of.
Is that just South Carolina, Low Country?
No, Low Country spans between Savannah, South Carolina. It goes up a little bit farther past Charleston, but kind of between those two areas. Marshlands is considered Low Country.
All right, now you know.
So we have our own sort of way that we like to cook around here. It's usually not very good for you food, but it's very delicious.
Tastes really good, though.
Yes, very delicious food, such as shrimp and grits, or a Low Country boil, or pretty much any kind of seafood that you can think of. We can do it in a grate and play up the Low Country, and that's a great way to bring it into your food.
Okay, so I think that we've sort of convinced people that this might be the best city in the world to get married in. But if you're a bride who's interested in Charleston, how would you suggest going about, like, learning about here and how to go about doing your wedding here?
Yeah, so first off, you can contact Southern Protocol, and we can definitely help you through all of the different steps of finding your venue, or where you want to have your ceremony, all of those types of things.
You guys are full service.
Full service. We do have three different packages that you can pick from. If you're wanting to go to get some ideas, a great place to look at is the Wedding Row. They feature just Charleston weddings, do about 3 a week.
Yeah.
They're really great, have great ideas, and show how different weddings can be played up at each venue.
They have great taste, too. It's a very well-edited blog.
Yes, very. Della and Andrea take great care of and show all different kinds of Charleston weddings that kind of give everybody a feel of what all you can do here.
Yeah.
There's also Charleston Wedding Magazine, which is part of Charleston Magazine, and it's a local company here. And
well, Hannah, thank you for sitting down with me today, and thank you for telling us all about Charleston.
Yeah.
For all of you, I hope you consider coming to Charleston, because truly you will be blown away by its beauty. It has earned every bit of its name. And if you want to know more about Southern Protocol, or any of the blogs that we've mentioned, or anything, I will put links below this video so that you can check those out easily and learn more about the city of Charleston. Thanks so much for watching, and please visit us at www.notesfromthelightbox.com. Take care, and thank you.
thank y'all.